291 horsepower, 300 pound-feet of torque, Brembo brakes the size of Frisbees, all-wheel drive, stuffed into a little econo-box.
This snorting, growling, angry monster is the Mitsubishi Evo 10.
This is all of Mitsubishi's expertise, all wrapped up in a little package. And by the way, guess how much you can buy it for?
The GSR runs about $33,000. The MR runs about $38,000. This is a shocking amount of performance for that amount of money. So all this power from a 2-liter engine, so it's actually the size of a soda bottle, which now that I think about it is about the size of a gas tank.
So walking up to the car for the very first time, I can't help thinking of the meanest looking reptile I've ever seen in my life. Mitsubishi has taken their standard Lancer, added wide sculpted fenders, a lower front air dam, a nice diffuser under the back. It's very aggressive looking, but it's not the ugliest car on the road, right up until you see that giant wing on the trunk.
For the driving feel of this car, the interior should have more of a cockpit feel, to really feel integrated into the car. Of course, this is where you see the Lancer breeding.
It could almost be described as boring, but if you're looking for a more luxurious car, you're entirely missing the point of this brilliant machine.
The seats may be some of the best seats I've ever been in a car.
I feel like I'm sitting in a kangaroo's pouch.
I don't really like the driving position though, and that's because I can't telescope the wheel back and get more comfortable.
The rear seat legroom is fantastic. Better than an Audi A4, better than a BMW 3 Series. I am shocked at the amount of legroom.
That's right, you could legitimately get the entire family in this car. And what that means is, you can have the time of your life while terrifying everyone you love.
So the first time you experience the performance in the Evo, you're gonna feel like you just shotgunned a beer. Your vision is gonna blur, you're gonna be dizzy, you're gonna feel sick to your stomach, and you're absolutely gonna love it. Except if you're stuck in traffic, then you're gonna hate it.
For freeway driving, there should be a 6th gear. It's just too loud in 5th. It's too punishing for a long freeway drive. Granted, you didn't buy this car for a long freeway drive. This is the first time the Evo's been in the States with all of the computer enhancements that it's had overseas. And just to show you how smart the car is, there's a screen right here in the center between the gauges. You can look down and you can see what's the differential doing, what are the wheels doing, which wheel's getting power right now. Of course, while you're doing that, you've hit a tree. You know what? I'm wrong. The Evo doesn't handle well. The Evo bends the earth to its will. You can roar into a corner doing everything wrong, and it's as if the car says, you know, that defies the laws of physics, but I'll make an exception just because it's you.
You're gonna be taking scary, unnecessary risks because you trust this car so much, you know the performance is gonna get you there.
You start to believe you're some sort of rally champion behind the wheel of the Evo, and I have to wonder, what's the point at which that gets you killed?
I feel like challenging everybody I see. I'm like a rolling gauntlet.
This car's like that college friend that was a really bad influence. You're gonna do something impossibly stupid. You're gonna wake up the next morning and feel terrible, but you also had a lot of fun.
I think I'm gonna paint landscape portraits of beautiful scenery with twisty mountain roads winding up through the scene as an ode to this Mitsubishi.
What? The Evo 10 is a GTR for half the money. I know what you're saying, the GTR is faster and better and does everything. It's twice as much money as this. And at the end of the day, it's doing the same thing, putting all of its monster computer power into saving your ass. And I dare you to try to get 4 actual people into a GTR without chopping their legs off.
So would I own this car? Yes, I would buy an Evo, but I couldn't live with it every day. It just requires so much of you. This car demands your attention at all times.
It's amazing to think about how much power and performance you can actually get in this car with 4 people in it. I would drive this every single day with the biggest smile on my face.